Hey everyone, welcome to day 25 of the 25-day Win or Learn risk-taking experiment. Day 25, 25 days. Sounds like we're at the end, but no. This is just the beginning. Seriously, we're early in this process. Now, the last 25 days, we've done a lot. We've learned a lot. We've experienced a lot, but all we're going to do is use what we've learned to continue to take risk after risk after risk. This is new. It's not like you've completed this. No, we've just started this. So today is about what happens next. It's about celebrating what we've done, but it's also about being really intentional and recognizing that this is a beginning of a lifelong process, and we are going to do this again and again and again. So what happens next? You are worthy and deserving of anything you want and desire. That is a mantra. That is something that you have to remember. It's something to repeat. It's something to hang on to, especially when you start to doubt yourself and start to get a little impatient, or maybe something you want seems too big, or maybe there's a memory from the past that makes it intimidating. You are worthy and you are deserving of anything you want and desire. And I want to repeat it again and again. I'm actually repeating this for myself as much as I'm repeating it for you, because when you go after what you want, it can be challenging and you're going to question yourself. But now here's what we have. We have a framework. We have people and places, and we can be patient, and we are forgiving of ourselves, and we understand this process so we can get through it. And what you're going to learn is that you have always had this worth and you have always had this value. Now you get to unleash it and go after what you want. Write the book, transform your body, get the job, find love, go on an adventure, have that difficult conversation, create something you've always wanted to create, experience something you've only dreamed of experiencing, and change something that you don't love, change something that isn't right. Surround yourself with others to support you along the way. And all that's going to happen is something interesting, something that's going to help you to move forward. This is the time. The first 25 days, this has just been introducing you to the framework. Now you get to use it again and again. You get to practice wanting every day. One of the most challenging aspects of my job when I work with young people, especially teenagers, and I should say adults too, really anyone, is that so many of us are afraid to want things that are uncomfortable. But wanting is like a muscle. So we want to practice wanting again and again and again, and sharing what you want with the world and letting people know, because when you share your dreams, when you let them out, other people, they hear your dreams and they want you to get what you desire. And magic happens. But we have to share what we want, and we have to share it with the right people, and we have to keep putting it out into the world. And that's scary, but you are equipped to do this. There are 5 big areas of change in our lives: social, emotional, physical, financial, and professional. If you're a student, academic. The acronym is SEPFP. SEPFP. My 7-year-old came in here, and I was preparing my slides, and he looked at the screen. He goes, "What's SEPFP?" I was cracking up because I was like, it's the worst acronym ever. But when you practice taking risks and you start to get things and start to realize that there really are no limits, then think of SEPFP. Think of, I laugh every time I say it, think of those different categories in your life, those different areas where you want to step outside your comfort zone and create change. Practice uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is something that we consistently have to recognize and appreciate as part of the process. We get really good at staying within our bubbles, our safety bubbles. And I know COVID has really popped so many of these bubbles and really forced us to recognize the discomfort that's part of our lives. So now you can appreciate the uncomfortable, embracing the universal rejection truth, and practice this on a daily basis. When something feels a little bit scary, remind yourself that not everyone and everything is always going to respond to me the way I want. And the only thing I can do is offer and give the world permission to want me or not want me, and respond however the world's going to respond. And I know I've got people and places, and I can be patient and work through any outcome. And I'm worthy and deserving of whatever I hope and desire. So all I can do is offer without conditions and see what happens next. And that discomfort will slowly dissipate. You'll find ways to work through it. You'll use mindfulness techniques. You can use the practices and rituals and habits to help you to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, so it will be much easier to say what you think and express what you feel. When fear stops you from taking risks, this understanding of this law of nature will free you, because you'll recognize that not getting the outcome I desire may be part of the process, but I'm equipped to handle anything that comes my way because I've done the work and I've created the dynamics in my life to handle whatever happens next. And I know it's going to be okay, because you know what? It's always okay. It's never as bad as we think it's going to be. And even when it gets bad, it always gets better. It does. It gets better. You got to believe that. Practice people, places, and patience. Make sure you have those people in your corner. Find new people. Play games. Think of who's somebody who I'd really like to get to know. Who's somebody who's doing what I would love to do. Who's someone who's a hero. Who's somebody who I'd be shocked if I could interact with. The other night, I was finishing one of my lessons, and I went on Clubhouse, and I bumped into Kamal Ravikant. I've talked about Kamal, the book Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. And Clubhouse is it's an audio app where you get all of these different individuals. Some of them are authors and thought leaders and experts, and they host these conversations. And I got to talk to Kamal. So cool. I thanked him. I said, every night when I do my journal, I write, I love myself because, and that's because of your book, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. He's in my corner. I got to tell him. So cool. Find people, consistently find people. When there's something you want, something that makes you uncomfortable, it's so fun. It's like a game. Who are the people I can connect with? Oh, it's so awesome. And then find those places. Continue to put yourself in new places, virtual places, physical places. I like this picture because it's like, an adventure. It's people going on a walk, on a hike, exploring. And I love the idea of exploring, and find new places to explore, friendly places, places where you're going to be included, places where people like you, people who are like-minded, congregate. Patience. The ability to tolerate the discomfort while going after what you want. And what's beautiful is as you go through this process and develop new habits and rituals and do the journaling and practice the meditation, if you choose to incorporate meditation into your life, well, patience becomes easy because you have this sense of peace and the sense of self and fulfillment and being present in the moment. All you have to do is ask for help when you're uncomfortable. There are so many people who want to extend a hand. So many people who want you to be so successful. I'm telling you, I want you to have everything you want. It just brings me so much joy to think about you being able to live a life that fills you with joy. It's just like joy on top of joy. It's so fun. And if you need help, then ask. You can reach out to those people you pay, people who volunteer, people you enlist. You're always going to find someone. And this is the importance of having at least 5 people, because when you have 5 people, there's always someone who's available. There's so many kind-hearted, wonderful people who are in your corner. This Facebook group, I'm going to be in this group every single week. I'm going on a risk-taking adventure. I have so many things I'm going to be doing this year, and I'm going to share my victories. I'm going to share my struggles. I'm going to reach out to people who are in my corner. I'm in this with you. I'm going to live it. I'm experiencing it. It's awesome. I'm so excited. Tell beautiful, happy, joyful stories. This is Botanic Gardens. It's not too far from where I live in the Chicago area, and I love Botanic Gardens. It is one of my places. It's just so peaceful, and the energy and the feeling and just the visual beauty, it just is something so spectacular. So tell beautiful, happy, joyful stories. See it, touch it, taste it, smell it, listen to it, experience it every day. Imagine that. Tell those great stories. But I also want to be honest and realistic, and you're going to also have to tell those stories that aren't always flowers and rainbows and butterflies. But even when things are difficult, even when things become heavy, tell a story of hope. Tell a story of beauty. This is also from Botanic Gardens. I love this picture. I love this part of the garden, the Japanese garden. It just makes me feel at peace. Wherever you are in your life, whatever you're experiencing, please tell that story of hope. Tell that story where wonderful things can happen, where you can learn, where you can take something valuable that's going to add to your life in a positive way. This is a journey. And we really are in the beginning of this. And it will be wonderful, and it will also be wonderfully challenging at times. But now you are equipped to continue along that path and get somewhere absolutely wonderful. During this experiment, please, please, please be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. I'm not just saying that to you. I'm saying it to myself because I know I'm really good at getting that shame factory churning. But there's no room for shame. Shame is boring. You deserve to treat yourself with kindness, love, and respect. Right? Don't you? You deserve that. So be kind to yourself and celebrate every day. Celebrate today. 25 days. We're 25 days deep. We've done a lot of work. Celebrate. And every day, find something to celebrate. Getting up, taking a step in that direction, doing something, aligning with your spirit, with your passion, with your purpose, saying it, doing it, being there for others. Celebrate. There's always something to celebrate. And make sure that you reflect as well. Take time to ask yourself difficult questions. Be willing to process information that could be uncomfortable. Remember, information is not emotional. We attach the emotion, and yes, there's information that can trigger certain emotions and stir emotions from the past, but information informs us. And when we are supported and have this incredible knowledge and embrace the truth, the universal rejection truth, we have the strength and we have the courage and the grit, and we have the ability to move forward. We can be resilient and bounce back because that is what we are doing. This is motion. This is motion. We are moving. We are moving. And yes, some days we need to coast because we can't always be pedaling, but we're moving. And being part of this means that you are creating something. You are doing something. We're going full circle. This is the quote we started with. I never lose. I either win or I learn. And that is where we are. And we are going to learn a lot. And we are going to win a lot. And we're going to be in each other's corner along the way. So here's your assignment. Continue your risk-taking experiment. Check in each week in the Facebook group and know that no matter what happens next, it's a success. I will be there. I have some risks that I'm going to be taking. I'm going to share the highs, the lows, the in-betweens, and I will be there for you along the way. I would love for as many people as possible to be part of this community. And I've mentioned this before, but please invite others to be part of the Facebook group. If there's a video that you appreciated, a lesson that really spoke to you, please share that and invite others to participate. I'm putting out so much content on social media. This whole Win or Learn experiment is something that is going to be ongoing. So if you see something, if you can share that with others, I'd be so grateful. I really want this community to grow. I want to support as many people as possible. And I'd love to get as many people from different backgrounds to be there for one another so we can all get somewhere great and know that we're supported along the way. And I'm excited to see just how large this group can get and just how many lives we can impact. So with that, I want to thank you. I'm just so grateful that you've invested your time and energy and effort in this. I'm humbled to be in your corner. And as always, I look forward to continuing the conversation. Thanks, everyone.